Okay, let's go live to John Pesutto.
Members of the Liberal Parliamentary Party to have their say on the matter of Ms Deeming's membership or otherwise of the Parliamentary Party room. It was a long discussion, a very civil discussion. Everybody who wanted to speak had an opportunity to address all of the points that they wished to convey to the room. The room then voted. The required vote under the party's constitution required an absolute majority of 16. It didn't meet that. It only met 14, and there were a couple of people away as well. So the vote was had after a long and very civil discussion between members. This concludes the matter of the membership or otherwise of the Parliamentary Party, and as Opposition Leader and as Alternative Premier, our focus now is on holding the Allen Labor government to account, and that includes its new ministry, but also focusing on the by-elections we have in Paran and Werribee, which will be held in only a few weeks' time. So I'll take some questions.
So you got to vote twice?
Sorry?
You got to vote twice?
No, there's clearly, certainly the advice to the room was that there's an absolute majority requirement of 16, and it didn't meet that in any event.
But you voted twice?
No. Well, the issue of the casting vote in the end turned out to be unnecessary because the advice to the room was that an absolute majority of 16 was required.
And you told the casting vote refused?
Well, I won't go into all of the mechanics, but what I'm telling you is that in any event, it wasn't required in the end.
So you used it then found to be redundant?
There was a discussion in the party room about the application of the absolute majority requirement, and it does apply, so you require 16.
But you lead it to divide the party room now, right?
No, this was a long and civil discussion, and a vote was taken. Everybody had a chance to participate.
What's stopping your colleagues from holding a leadership still against you next year?
Every day I work hard on behalf of the Victorian people, and I have to earn the trust and confidence of my colleagues and my party every day in this job.
So just to clarify, Bill Tilley said that you used your casting vote. So did you use your casting vote?
Well, I had proposed to, but in the end, the advice to the room was that an absolute majority under the Constitution is required. So, Richard, I understand the question, but there was, in any event, an overriding constitutional requirement.
I mean, they've said it. Bill Tilley said it had happened.
Yeah, I was willing to use that, but well, I don't want to get into semantics, Richard.
It's important.
Someone's not being clear with what.
No, I had. No, what I'll make clear is that I had proposed and did use that casting vote to vote the motion down, but as it turned out, the constitutional requirement applies in any event. That absolute majority of 16 is required. So it overrides everything else.
On that basis, you voted twice?
No, I think the ultimate result, John, is that an absolute majority was not achieved.
So
thank you very much.
Are you concerned now about the strength of your leadership? Because this in-way spin is a bit of a slap in the face.
Oh, look, this was a party room meeting that addressed the circumstances ultimately of March of last year, and there were always a diverse range of views, and that was well known, I think, publicly, that there were a diverse range of views. And today was always foreshadowed that we'd ultimately revisit the question. It's been revisited, and today marks a bookend to this discussion.
Do you genuinely think this will be the end of it?
No, I don't believe so at all.
Do you genuinely think this will be the end of it? You actually firmly believe that they want
Well,
to be white out? Did they give a commitment that they want white out, they want to destabilise?
Yeah, everybody is committed to doing the very best we can in Paran and Werribee, the by-elections we have in only a few weeks' time, and that's what everybody's committed to now.
Would you consider bringing some of those people into the tent?
Well, I'm always engaging with all of my colleagues.
Is there going to be a reshuffle before Christmas?
I'm always reviewing the membership and composition of the Shadow Cabinet, and there's obviously been a round of significant changes in the Allen Labor Ministry, so I'll look at that and consider our position.
Will that be before Christmas?
I won't announce a time frame on that now, but we're obviously reviewing how our Shadow Cabinet lines up against the Allen Labor Ministry as announced this week.
Will Richard remain in your front bench?
Sorry?
Will Richard Reading
I'm not going to go into specific decisions about the composition of the Shadow Cabinet.
There was a lot of anger on those faces as they came out.
Oh, well, look, there were people who felt passionately on both sides of the debate, but everybody had a chance to speak and to contribute to the debate. And a vote was taken. There was a constitutional requirement in place. It's been had. This marks a bookend to this issue.
You're calling it a bookend, but a whole bunch of MPs that came out now said it's not resolved because the process of that vote. So is there not a conflict between bookended, not resolved, we wanting to reconsider his position?
No, I think the matter has been bookended today.
Were you shocked at how close it was?
Sorry?
Were you shocked at how close it was?
No, no.
If MPs in your party room say it's not over, then how can it be? They can bring another vote at any party room meeting. They can bring another special meeting.
Well, we have to focus on Paran and Werribee, the two upcoming by-elections, and holding this government to account. That is our focus. I didn't hear the comments made by others, but that is our focus, and as leader, that's what I'm devoting all of my attention to.
Are you going to appeal the Fed Court decision?
No, I've considered the matter with my lawyers who've had a chance to review it in detail, and whilst there are potential grounds, I'm not going to be appealing the decision.
You brought the costs that are going to be awarded.
I don't want Victorians to be concerned about how I pay my bills. I'm concerned about how Victorians are paying their bills in this cost of living crisis under Labor. I'm not going to address matters like that. Thank you very much, everybody. Cheers.